When it comes to working with clay, timing is one of the most essential parts of the entire process. Many people think pottery is only about shaping forms on the wheel, but experienced ceramic artists understand that success often demands more on knowing when to do something rather than simply knowing how to do it. Clay constantly changes as it loses moisture, and every stage of that transformation requires a different approach. While throwing on the wheel, for example, the clay must contain enough water to remain flexible and responsive. If it becomes too dry during the shaping, it starts resisting movement and may crack under pressure. But if it is overly wet, the walls begin to lose strength, collapse easily, and become difficult to control. Finding the right balance at this stage is critical. After shaping, timing continues to matter just as much. Once a piece comes off the wheel, it cannot immediately move into trimming or handle attachment. The clay first needs to firm up gradually into what potters call the leather hard stage. This stage is very important because the clay becomes stable enough to carve, trim, or attach additional parts without losing its shape. Attempting these processes too early can deform the piece, while waiting too long may cause cracking or weak attachment. Drying itself is another stage where patience and timing become extremely important. Clay shrinks as moisture evaporates, and uneven drying can create internal stress within the piece. If one section dries faster than another, cracking often occurs. That is why potters carefully control airflow, humidity, and drying speed. Sometimes pieces are covered loosely with plastic to slow the process down and allow moisture to leave evenly. The timing of firing is equally important. A piece that still contains hidden moisture can crack or even explode inside the kiln when exposed to high temperatures. Properly dried clay must first go through Biggs firing. Then, after glaze application, the piece returned to the kiln for final firing, where temperature schedules must be carefully controlled. Heating too quickly or cooling too rapidly can damage the ceramic structure or affect the glaze results. Even glazing requires awareness of timing. Some glazes perform differently depending on the application thickness, drying stages, or firing temperatures. A slight difference in timing can completely change the final appearance of a surface. Over time, working with clay trains the potters to become highly observant. Your hands begin to recognize moisture levels naturally. You learn when a form is ready for trimming, when clay needs more rest, or when a piece should not enter the kiln yet. These decisions are developed through repetition, patience, and experience. That is why pottery is deeply connected to timing. Every stage, from shaping on the wheel to drying, trimming, glazing, and firing, depends on understanding the condition of the clay at that specific moment. The process teaches that good pottery is not created by force or speed, but by learning to work in harmony with the natural rhythm of the material itself.